Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of May 24th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Capricorn, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. However, the Tarot card of the week reading is intended to be a message to you from Source, something that they want you to consider so you can make the best decision for you and your life at this time. With all of that said, now let's begin. It's been a long day of channeling. I apologize. For the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Hey, at least you know it's real. It's not AI generated, right? Tapping into the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the Tarot card of the week here for the Capricorn collective for the week of May 24th? 2026. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Tarot card of the week, the Knight of Swords. What action needs to be taken to get something accomplished? Now at the bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups. Are you ready to commit to someone or something that you love? Okay. Why is this the Tarot card of the week here for the Capricorn collective? Knight of Swords. What action needs to be taken to get something accomplished? Or maybe even what words need to be said in order to get something accomplished? Why is this the Tarot card of the week here for the Capricorn collective for the week of May 24th, 2026? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Eight of Wands. There's some communication. Knight of Swords shows itself again. Bottom of the deck, you have Four of Wands. So this is in regards to connection, whether that's familial connection, Four of Swords, Four of Wands. Some of you may want to heal a connection with someone in your life. It, again, could be professional, platonic, or romantic, because what precedes the Four of Swords, right, is the Three of Swords. So if you don't want to heal a connection with anyone in your life, or you don't want to heal from a connection in your life, then it's just simply not your reading. Don't be offended. Just check another placement. But for those of you that want to heal the connection itself, or just heal from the connection, because maybe it's in the past, this reading is for you. Hangman. Why is the Hangman energy here for Capricorn? One more shuffle. Thank you. I feel like you're all... Look at this person, the Hangman card that I used for you in the deck I used for you, all tied up, right? All like in knots, basically, tied up over something that has occurred here in a partnership or connection between you and someone else. And you've been all wound up for a while. Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. This is someone that you've known for a long time. Ten of Pentacles could be a boss, a business partner, someone that you have marital assets or resources with. Certainly could be a family member or a friend that you've treated like family. I feel like you've moved on, okay, in that Knight of Wands. It's like you're getting other things done. I don't think you're curled up in a ball for the last 3 months crying over what transpired. Maybe there was a brief period of time where you did that. But I feel like in the Knight of Wands, like you've moved forward. You've moved forward in taking care of other responsibilities. But emotionally or maybe even psychologically, you're still wound up, like tied up in knots, I keep hearing, over what this person said or did. And again, it's someone that you've known for a long time. And there's a lot of deep love, affection, respect, or admiration that you had for this person. And a lot of you still have this for this person. Five of Pentacles, even though the relationship went from the Ten of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. So there was some type of, they mistreated you in some way. You didn't get the raise or promotion you wanted. They isolated you. Maybe they stepped out on the connection, that you feel abandoned or ignored by this person. Again, whether they're still in your life or not. Eight of Wands. Tell me why the Eight of Wands is here. There's something here about over the course of the next 8 days, there's an opportunity here for you to unravel yourself from this that you've been holding on to, like emotionally and mentally. I think you have to heal within yourself before you can like either move forward with this person or move forward towards another connection. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Eight of Wands is clarified by Queen of Pentacles. That's you, whether you're masculine or feminine. Two of Cups. There you go. King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Five of Cups. So there's the opportunity here over the course of the next 8 days. You claim this how you want. Either to heal yourself so you can move forward and find another connection or other connections that don't leave you in that Hangman energy. I'm not seeing the Hangman energy as a very good energy. Typically I do. It talks about enlightenment and right, seeing things from all perspectives. But sometimes it talks about letting go. And I think that's what you need to focus on this week, is like the letting go of feeling emotionally or psychologically wound up over what occurred here. So over the course of the next 8 days, you have the opportunity to nurture yourself, to begin to care for yourself so you can move forward and connect with other people in your life that are honest, okay? That operate from a place of authenticity, that aren't going to gaslight you or leave you in the Five of Pentacles. For others of you, you want to connect with this person. You want to heal this connection. And there's an opportunity for you over the course of the next 8 days to have a conversation that will do just that. You will be the one, though, who needs to initiate it. This is your reading. So what action needs to be taken to get something accomplished? One, you need to nurture yourself to accomplish the task here of healing yourself from what has occurred. And two, if you did want to reconnect or heal the connection with this person, it's on you to take the step forward. Because, and I know you're probably saying, well, that's counterintuitive. They're the ones who did this to me. They should come to me. No, this is your judgment call to make. They wounded you. Therefore, it's up to you if you want to allow them to come back into your life. They don't have that say anymore. And I know that's really hard. We never really look at it that way, right? In that hangman energy, we think they did us wrong, so it's on them to come to us and apologize and make things right. No, don't give your power over away like that. It's up to you if you want to allow them to come in, because you're going to be able to heal from this in time with or without them. And you're going to be able to move forward in your life with or without them. And you get to decide whether or not they come back into your life. They cease to have that decision when they put you in that Five of Pentacles. So don't secede your power to this person. You get to focus on your healing, and then you get to decide, do you want to communicate to them that, hey, you did ABC to me, but I want to work on healing the connection. That's your choice to make, okay? I feel like someone there needs to hear it because you're waiting for this person to come in. No, you get to say whether or not you want them to come in or not. And then, yes, they get the choice to say, I want to heal this or not, but I feel like it begins with you. But first, we need to focus on you need to take appropriate actions or steps this week to begin healing the wound that they created. And then if you want, you can communicate to them that, yes, you want to heal the connection with them as well. And you can do both. For those of you who are like, can I do both? Can I heal internally and then also heal the connection simultaneously? You can. It'll require a little bit more heavy lifting on your part because you're healing two things, right? You're healing something within yourself and then also within the connection. It is possible. I think you're capable of it. You're ruled by Saturn. But you get to make that choice, not this person. Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. And in the deck that I use for you, the Knight of Swords is facing into the past. So it's like, we need to address this. That's the action we need to take this week. Strength card, Ace of Cups, and the Magician. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. So you get to decide. King to the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe the King of Swords was maybe a third party for some of you, whether that's a friend, family member, a lover, or another lover, something like that interfered in the connection. That's quite possible. But there's something like that here that if you want to heal the connection with this person, it's on you to communicate that. We have the Magician card. Sorry, I was getting notifications from my dad. Most of you know he's ill. I told him not to call while I'm doing readings, but to text, so he's texting now. Sorry, he's fine. He says hello. I think he forgot. He's in his 80s. I think he forgot I was doing the readings. Anyway, the Magician is ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules communication. So there is something here about if you want to heal this connection with this person, you get to say that. You get to set those terms. You get to set what those parameters look like, not them. They can agree to it. They can disagree. You can try to find compromise in it. Absolutely. But I'm willing to heal this connection with you. This is what I need from you to do it. We go to counseling. You give me the 4-digit code to your phone. You have to tell me where you are. You need to restore trust in me. Again, that's only for those of you where you want to heal the connection. I'm not telling you to be a probationary officer to this person, because if they feel restricted, they might flee. I have to tell you as someone who was there. It's a very delicate balance between you need to restore trust in the connection and I'm going to treat you like a prison warden, you know what I mean, and browbeat you every time you're a minute late home. That's not going to help the situation either. But I think there is a discussion here that can be had over the course of the next 8 days that I'm going to focus on myself, speaking like I'm going to focus on myself to heal myself, but I'm also going to communicate to this person a desire on my part to have a conversation with them about healing the connection and what does that look like and what do I need from them in order to heal the connection. And again, being the prison guard or prison warden, if you will, or a probationary officer is not going to heal the connection. I'm going to tell you that as someone who's been there. There's a very delicate balance, and you can look things up online, how to restore trust in a connection. Even if this is with a friend, trust still needs to be restored here. So I would utilize the internet. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. I would utilize the internet to gain that information. I want to heal the connection with my person after they did this. What are some healthy ways that I can do that? I want to restore a connection with a friend or family member who crossed me, or even with a boss, right, in a contentious work environment. I would look for ways to see what other people have done. We have the Emperor in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. So I don't know what the hell this person did here, but they let everything crash and fall. Interesting how those came out in the reverse. So this person was not operating from their best selves. Very low vibration. But that Tower is in the reverse. So this can be fixed or healed within you, but also within the connection. But that's your choice to make this week. I'm going to get you 3 cards of advice on how you can begin to heal yourself. And then we'll get you 3 cards on how you can begin to heal the relationship with this person. 3 cards of advice here for Capricorn. How Capricorn can begin to heal themselves from what transpired here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 5 of Wands. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. All right, this is going to sound a little counterintuitive to you. There's something here about you discuss what happened in the past or what they did, but you can't keep bringing it up over and over again. Meaning like you can't, if you're going to do this with this person, or even if you're talking to other people, there's something here about stating what happened, saying what happened. In the 8 of Swords card that I use for you, the person has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords on one side, 3 swords on another. So there's something here about communicating about the betrayal, the heartbreak, okay, how you didn't see it coming. You were blindfolded. You were blindsided by this. And I don't know who you can communicate this to. Maybe this partner, maybe a therapist, you know, to a trusted friend, someone who's going to be honest with you, a trusted family member, someone who's going to be honest with you. Okay, there's something like that, like getting it all out, a really good crying session, again, with someone that you trust, and then beginning to move on from it. Not going back and revisiting the conversation over and over again. Because I think that leaves you in a state of your body's like, your nervous system is dysregulated at that point. Every time you speak about it, it's like it just happened. And your body's going back into that type of response, okay? It's like your body becomes dysregulated again. So there's something about like getting it all out, speaking to someone that you trust or speaking to a therapist, and then slowly moving on. Every day we talk less and less about what happened. That doesn't mean we don't process it. Doesn't mean we don't heal from it, but we don't talk about it today like it happened today, because it didn't happen today. It happened last week. It happened 6 months ago. It happened 6 years ago. Maybe for some of you, it happened 30 years ago. Do you know what I mean? When we talk about it in the present term, it makes our body respond in a way like it is happening all over again. So that's just a little advice here for you on how to help you heal that trigger. We talk about it, and as we move forward, we talk about it like it happened in the past, not like it's something that is occurring to us today, because it's not happening today. It's not happening today. You're still dealing with what they did, but they did it in the past. They're not doing it today. So it's like changing the way we talk, the tense we use when we communicate about it. 9 of Pentacles. I think that will help to ground you. There's also something here about you doing something nice for yourself. I know I say that in all the readings, and some of you are like, oh, that's a bunch of hogwash. It's really not. 9 of Pentacles is someone who really takes care of themselves. The people, pets, plants, their environment, themselves. They enjoy the fruits of their labor. They spend a little money on themselves. They don't go crazy. They don't go into debt, but they are capable of going out and taking care of themselves, and they can do it on their own. It's very independent energy. So again, walks in nature, spending time alone, window shopping, watching a funny movie, things that are pleasing to you. Be very mindful on how you spend your pentacle resources this week. Make sure you allocate a good portion of it to yourself. Nurture yourself. 3 cards of advice for those of you who want to heal the connection with this person. 3 cards of advice on how Capricorn can heal the connection with this person. Again, I think it requires you to communicate to them. I've been thinking about what you did, right? I'm processing what you did. I want to heal the connection with you. But again, I feel this thing of like no wishy-washiness here, and no like prison garden. This is sort of like these are the things that I'm going to need from you moving forward. One more shuffle here. Thank you. They're not demands. I heard they're not demands. 2 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. For you to really like heal this connection with this person, there's something here again about, and it's going to sound terrible. You're going to be like, but I can't do it. If you can't do it, then you're not ready to heal the connection. That's okay. Maybe you're ready to heal the connection a week from now, a month from now. Maybe you're never ready to heal that connection. And again, that's your choice. But there's something here that if you want to bring love back into the situation, we both need to make a concerted effort to leave the past in the past. Can't keep bringing it up all the time. And that was the feeling I was getting there before I even pulled these cards. We can't keep bringing it up over and over again, but you did this. They're late 5 minutes. You bring up what they did 6 months ago. That's not healthy to this. What they did 6 months ago has nothing to do with them being 5 minutes late to dinner. That's a trust wound on your part. I get it. And they certainly need to address it or need to explain where they were. But there's something here having a very light approach in that Knight of Cups energy. I don't think you can like force this person into working this out with you. I don't think you could be a prison guard or a prison warden here. If you do that, I think this person's going to move on. I have to be honest with you. There's a very delicate balance here. I know you're wounded, but I think if you communicate from a wounded place and you do it over a long period of time, by the time we get to July or August, this person's going to move on from you. They're going to feel like Capricorn's never going to forgive me for what I did, so I'm just not going to put myself through this anymore, and I'm going to move on. And I think you can communicate this, like, I want to heal this with you, and this is what I'm going to need from you, but I don't think you can exert too much. I don't think you can exert too much aggression on this person, because, like I said, by July or August, they're going to move in another direction, and that's something in that Two of Swords you're not seeing. So I would find new ways to channel that aggression and that anger here. 3 cards of general advice here for you as you're dealing with this. 3 cards of general advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the longest reading. Everyone will get upset with me. We have the moon card here, but I was thinking of the blue moon. Okay, blue moon, full moon coming up in Sagittarius on the 30th or 31st of the month, depending on where you live in the world. One, you can certainly release this in the full moon. I'll put a full moon ritual. It's free that you can do below. I would definitely do that to release these emotions. Again, whether you want to heal the connection with this person or not, this would be a good way for you to release that. Second message in that full moon in Sagittarius, it is a blue moon, which gives you the opportunity to do something again. So if you wanted to revisit this connection, you could have a discussion with this person towards the end of this week when we're in the energy of that full moon, because a blue moon is like, happens once in a blue moon, right? It's not that it's never happens, but it's rare that it happens. So you have a very rare opportunity over the course of the next 8 days to have a conversation with this person to heal the connection and set some bounds and boundaries or rules of engagement, if you will, how we can move forward and heal this. But again, I wouldn't be too restrictive. There's some compromise here that needs to be made. You have the moon card, you have the judgment card, and you have the 5 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords. Oh, yes. I would definitely, this needs to be healed. So energetically, we need to let go of this in the energy of that full moon in Sagittarius. Also, you can make the judgment call to heal the connection with this person as well. You get a once in a blue moon shot here. The two of you can actually turn this around. But it all starts with you communicating that desire to this person. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, be gentle with yourself. If you can't make a decision this week on this connection, give yourself another week. That energy of Sagittarius, that full moon energy is going to be with us for a long time. And that blue moon energy will be with you as well. So if you need a week or two to think about reconnecting, take that time for yourself. But whatever you do this week, nurture yourself the best way that you can. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.